I know, because I am government. I joined government at the age of 22 when I left university. I grew through the system. In every ministry, I know more than half the population at a personal level. 3 names, so and so. So I am a walking information box. I have information at my fingertips. Anything, I'm ahead of William Ruto. In fact, I am briefed better than he is briefed, because most times he doesn't know what's going on. Many times he hears things from me. So they decided to go to China and expand the contract, reduce the scope of the road from 8 lanes to 6 lanes, and add the amount to 200 billion. So they are stealing 50 billion with the Chinese, 7 billion with the French, 50 billion with the Chinese. There is a company called CRBC. It is actually the Chinese company that is doing corruption in Kenya. All the big projects in Kenya, the Talanta Stadium, they are doing that stadium over 100 billion.
Yes.
They are doing Bombers of Kenya for another 50 billion. They are doing the JKI. They have been given another contract called Nairobi Railway City at a cost of 29 billion. When there is a company that had won that tender at 22 billion shillings. And William Ruto ordered for them to be deported back to China so that they don't challenge the award. So it was given to CRBC, and they are stealing 7 billion from that contract. So this CRBC is the biggest conduit of corruption in Kenya. And I'm asking the Chinese government to consider recording those people back to China, because they are the conduit of corruption, and we shall be able to prosecute them next year. I want to be very candid with CRBC that they will not escape, and I want to tell the government of the Republic of China, because Republic of China, that the directors of CRBC will have to face the law for the amount of money they have stolen from the Kenyan taxpayers with the current administration. As soon as this administration is sent home, we are going to recover this money from CRBC. And again, all this money that William Ruto and his people are stealing, a new administration will recover this money. Because there is no way we can have a change of government and just proceed like nothing was stolen from the people of Kenya.
Yes.
So Macron had come to Nairobi. That summit was a facade. It was a small screen. He had come to finalize the deal for the compensation of Rironi Summit Road. The Auditor General has released a report that this money has been gotten from the fuel levy against the law. Against the laws of our country. Because President Macron, President William Ruto are part of this deal. So they have circumvented the law to steal money from the public, to pay French companies, so that this money can benefit President Macron and President William Ruto. And I want to be very candid with the Kenyan institutions.
Yes.
The pension funds, NSSF and other funds, money is being taken from NSSF to be taken to the Rironi Summit to do their works. I want to tell all these funds, even there is an institution called unclaimed assets. That money was gotten from unclaimed assets against the law and taken to buy shares in Kenya Pipeline. I want to tell the managers of these pension funds, I want to tell the directors of all these institutions that are giving money to President William Ruto to push corruption against the law. Next year they'll have their day in court. And I want to be very candid, because they don't say we did not tell them. I am telling Kenyan fund managers who are getting money meant for workers to enhance corruption in Kenya. I'm telling institutions that are against the law, that are getting money to buy parastatals against the law, next year in October, in November, they'll have their day in court. And they cannot escape. I'm telling the Chinese contractors who are being used by William Ruto to push corruption in Kenya, next year, they'll have their day in court. That is a promise I want to give to the Kenyan people. We cannot just have change of government and just proceed like there is nothing. All the assets that have been stolen will be reclaimed and restored to the Kenyan people.
Yes.
We are now getting a situation where they are now even stealing private land. They are in Kiambu. There is a Mzee called Bobo. His land, 248 acres, has been taken forcibly by government. And I want to tell the people who are going to buy that land, because the people in power are subdividing land taken forcibly from the people of Kenya with forged documents. I want to put Kenyans and investors on notice. If you purchase land that is controversial, land that has been stolen from the people of Kenya by government officials, and they produce fake titles and they give it to you, even if you have constructed a mansion, it doesn't matter how much it is. I want to promise you, today, you will lose that land. And you'll have to follow Ruto and his officials to look for your money.
To get your money back.
You'll have to look, especially that land in Kiambu, the Kasarin land. Anybody who is going to buy that land belongs to Bobo, and everybody knows. It's been taken by Kipchumba Murkomen and Oscar Sudi and William Ruto. They want to subdivide that land and sell it to Kenyan investors. I want to put them on notice. Anybody who buys that land, next year in October, you lose your land. The land for Mrs. Magogo, the widow of the late other Kenyan Magogo, 98 acres near Kiambu, has been taken. Anybody who buys that land, those titles will be cancelled when we take over, and that land restored to Mrs. Magogo. Woe unto you if you have spent your money to these government officials. Because we cannot allow that kind of impunity. And why do we have change of government? You have change of government so that you write the wrong things. We cannot simply just replace William Ruto and rubber stamp all the wrongs and the evils that he has done. There must be restitution. There must be justice. And one of the things is to recover all stolen land, all stolen properties, all stolen government assets, and restore them to the Kenyan public.
Wow, thank you very much. We're actually running out of time. So I just have 2 more questions for you. And in fact, 1. So your parting shot, if you could speak to the younger you before entering into politics. Now younger you is sitting here and you want to give younger you advice, what would you say?
I would like to tell our young people that 1, they should not shy away from taking up leadership positions. And leadership cannot be given to you when you're at home. You go out there and look for it. And history is very clear that all the leaders we have today, at one time or another, they were leaders when they were young. I was a student leader myself at the University of Nairobi. I was the chairman of the Nyeri District University Students Association. I was the chairman of the Literature Students Association. I started leadership at the age of 19. I want to tell the young people, 1, they must pursue leadership. But I want to guide them with tremendous respect that leadership is a calling. It's not a ladder to wealth. It is not a formula to riches. It is service. If anybody wants to come to leadership to be rich, look for something else to do. Before I joined politics, I was a very wealthy man. Today I'm not. I have spent my wealth in public leadership, and I'm very happy about it. It's very fulfilling. It is about service. So let no young person at any one time dream that they want to get into leadership so that they can become wealthy, so that they can become rich quickly. Leadership is a service. And once they know that, they'll be good leaders. But if they come with a mindset that they are coming to make money, they'll be very disappointed. That is why you find many leaders who came to parliament to look for wealth who will not be re-elected. That is why you find when I was being removed from office, many friends of mine were given money to remove me from office. And they did it because they had come to leadership to look for money. The few who had come to lead and to serve refused to take money. So that is what is leadership. And those leaders who refuse to take money, today, they are very popular and they are going to be re-elected without too much of a struggle. Those who took money will be sent home because they did not come to leadership to serve. They came to look for money. So that is the difference. And actually, that's how sad the situation we are in. The president came to look for wealth. In the process, he has destroyed the country. He's very wealthy, of course, undoubtedly. You know, I remember, and I must tell the people of Kenya, when we were in good books, initially he told me that he wants in 5 years to be richer than the family of Kenyatta and Moi combined. It looked a tall order to me, and I told him as much. He said, "You don't know, I'll be." It is true today. William Ruto is richer than the family of Kenyatta and the family of Moi combined after only 4 years in government. But in the process, he's destroyed the country. Everything has been stolen from Kenya. There is nothing that is remaining. In fact, I was just telling Dr. MATIANG'I and Kalonzo that even as we are looking for leadership, we shall have a very difficult time because we have to start from scratch to restore the Kenyan nation. Everything will have been stolen. As we speak today, they are through with public institutions. That is why now they are going for private land in Kiambu. They look for a big piece of land, 200 acres, that the owner died. They try to grab it because they have sold all the national assets. There's nothing else to sell.
Yes.
So I want to tell the young people, leadership is about integrity.
Yes.
Leadership is about service. As long as they come to leadership, knowing that they are coming to serve, not to make money,
yes,
they'll be great leaders.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And I also want to say thank you to every single person who was watching us today, who took their time to watch us. And so much, thank you very much, sir, for coming to my little studio and little me as well, accepting the invitation. I really, really appreciate that.
It's not a small studio, it's a very good studio.
Thank you very much,
very
sir.
Beautiful and
thank you,
very well equipped.
Thank you, sir. And we don't take this for granted. We're very, very humble.
Right.
So thank you very much, everybody. And I will say happy birthday to a little girl who is called Larissa Joy Manyasi. Today she's 23, so happy birthday. And also thank you very much. What's his name again? Thank you very much, Jojo, Triple Jojo. And I want to say thank you very much for my production team behind the scene, making us always look beautiful. Thank you very much, Omega TV UK. Thank you, all the Kenyans and all non-Kenyans who actually tuned in, because I know there's so many non-Kenyans. And I'm so sorry that we didn't get to read your questions. There are so many questions, and there's so many people who are asking so many questions. I'll say thank you so much for all the questions, and I'm sure I'll probably ask His Excellency on the side to help us answer those questions that you guys are asking, because I cannot answer them for him. So thank you also, Charles Bwanawa Wangare. Thank you so much, Zuri's dad, wherever you are in Canada, watching us, always supporting us. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless you. Meet us here again next week on Wednesday, 6 p.m. UK time and 8 p.m. Kenyan time. And like we always say, it can only be God. Tune in. God bless you. Love you guys. Bye.